Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Chess Groups Championship 2024. This is the maiden edition, and so far it's been amazing. Yes, I know that we are a day late in the stream, but come on, you've got to admire the tenacity, the energy that these guys put into the blitz games we had yesterday. So, we had some blitz games yesterday. We had some blitz games yesterday. I'm going to, while we go on with the stream, before the end of the stream, I'm going to show the standings after the tournament yesterday. But for today, the tournament is beginning proper, which is the rapid section of the tournament. So in the rapid section of the tournament, in this game, we have the Spiker versus Rudy. This is random chess group versus the Knight group chat, and then the Knight community. So this is board one, and we can just see that the Spiker won with white. So random chess group is leading 1-0 already. So I'm going to try to tune into other games right now, but at the moment I'm still waiting for the links from the team. I'm still waiting for the links from the team. But while we wait for the links, we're just going to quickly review this game. I mean, it's just a 21 move game, and that is quite surprising. I must confess that I'm a little baffled that Rudy, after playing a 10 plus 5 game, has 9 minutes and 38 seconds left on his clock. To me, it just feels like he rushed the game, like he did not take time to really go through the moves before playing them. Well, it's not just about having the speed. We know that, yes, there are some players that can play very fast and still play very accurate moves. But in this case, I'm not just so sure that that is what has happened here. Because, I mean, the opponent, I mean, it's just 21 moves in a 10 plus 5 game. It's quite, I don't know. Let's say I expected better from the first game we'll be covering from this. But okay, okay. While we review this, so White started with E4. He replied with G5. Okay, captures, and then okay. Oh, okay. Well, considering the game is over, how about since this particular game is over and we don't have the others yet, how about we have the analysis board on? If we have the analysis board on, because I must confess that I'm not as good as these guys. That is why I'm running commentary and they are there playing and doing the hard work. So we're going to use we're going to use the eval bar in this particular commentary. Okay, so for other days we might not use them, especially if we are watching the games live. We will not have to use them. But right now, just to review, we're going to use the eval bar to see exactly what is happening. Okay, so besides the eval bar, of course, I think they should have recommended moves too. Recommended moves in the position. Okay, wait, as at move 8. With this A6 push, white already has a plus 1.1 advantage. So here, what is the recommended move for black? I'm somehow not seeing it here. I'm not seeing the recommended move. Okay, but no problem. Let's just move on. Okay, so 121 already. Wow, okay. He lost a bit of the advantage here with this castle, but then he gained the advantage back. Wow, this is okay. It was a pull up here. Wow. Wait, what happened there? Okay, one more thing that I neglected to mention before. We're supposed to have co-commentator here, so please don't be so offended that right now we are getting to a slow start. It's because it's the first day, but you can be assured that from tomorrow you're going to be having premium commentary on this page. They're going to have very dope commentary. You have exciting commentators who know a lot of these theories, who are exciting, who can easily talk about these things, and then you would enjoy what we have to offer. Okay, so as at this point, it was already an insurmountable advantage because here, let's say Oh, okay. At this point, white is not really up. White is up just 2 points. But of course, there is the pass pawn that is on C7 that is almost unstoppable. For you to actually stop that, you'd probably have to drop the rook. So by the time the rook moves to F8, what do? You probably promote that. It comes okay, maybe after moving, after first moving your rook. Yes, yes, yes. Of course. Don't worry. When you stream, please feel free to call the commentator a fish too. Yes, please feel free. But then after calling me a fish, do you know what you're going to do? You're going to come on Leeches later and you're going to challenge me to a game to prove your strength. Okay, so my handle on Leeches is Brave Dave. Bravedave. And as I've dropped the gauntlets now, you can see that I'm not just brave in my username, I'm brave in my words because I'm throwing it everywhere. So when you want to play, we're going to see okay, so if you want to play, please feel free to challenge me later. Okay, I'm still waiting for the links. I don't know why the links are late in coming. The links are late in coming. Okay, so I'm just going to check for some of the usernames in this tournament, and then I'm going to check some of the usernames in this tournament and see if I can search them on Lichess. At least if I can't get the links directly to check out the games, I should be able to quickly check out some of the handles and see if we can. Okay, so this particular one, honestly, 1, 2, 3 is the board three of this particular game, which is the random group chat versus night community. Okay, this is very good. At least we can follow this one while we wait for more links. Oh, okay. So we can see that in their lifetime head to head, honestly is down 0-2 to Promise X. Okay, but let's see if that counts. Let's see if that counts in their game today. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's impossible to see the time controls they played unless we actually click on the links to see. But that is fine. Okay, we can just watch this one today and forget about the head to head prior to today. Okay, so they are on move 11, and we're going to quickly review the game from move 1 and see what we've got here. Okay, so started with e4, Sicilian defense, which is knight f3, d6. Okay, standard move d4, takes, takes. Okay, so knight probably, okay, yes, very good, knight f6. Okay, oh, I'm surprised that it chose to continue with F3 here. Of course, yes, this isn't a movie, so I don't have plot armor. So it is not that I say things and they be like, oh, okay, they'll edit it later. No, this is live. So I simply would have expected, or well, I don't really know, but I would have expected that it would continue with knight to c3. But then knight f3 is probably still as sound as sorry f3, the f3 push pawn to f3 is probably still as sound as knight to c3. Okay, and then followed with c4. Okay, so that is placing the d6 pawn in a bind, which means that even by the time he eventually releases the e pawn, it would be hard to follow up with a d5 push, which is essential at some point in the Sicilian defense. Yes, you would have to break through at some point with d5. So by placing the pawn on c4, it's preventing, honestly, 1, 2, 3 is preventing that move in advance, which is called a bind. Okay, so, okay, as said, we pushed e5. Okay, okay. So basically, apart from taking the knight on d4 and bringing it back to c2. Yes, clearly it is not exactly the same order that follows most Sicilian, when it did not come right at the start. Okay, apart from C4, of course. Although C4 is suggested in many materials, yes, I have to flex what I've been reading recently. It's been suggested in many materials as a binding move. You play it early, but some they choose to play it a little late. But I think it's timed it maybe early, but I feel like it should be a prepared line. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so what was? Hmm. Okay, so quite interesting. NBX D5. Okay. CX D5. Okay. Okay. Then Bishop D7. Black played Bishop D7. Okay. What's the? I'm trying to see after. See. Okay. 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 Oh, sorry. My laptop is a little slow on that end. I was wondering why the bishop moved when you still had a knight that is attacked on D5, but I can see that that is just like a move late. So oh, okay. Also, if you are enjoying the classical music that is playing in the background, I'm really hoping that it's actually that you can share it in the stream. If you can't share in the stream, of course, I'm going to review after. Like I said, today is like let's say a test session. Yes, a test session. Not really a test session, but you get it's the first day, and we can only improve on this by tomorrow. So I'll check to see if the classical sounds, if you can share them properly, if they are too loud and there are things that I need to review. Also, if there are things that you would like us to improve, please be sure to drop them in the comment box, or you can just reach out to Wild Nature on WhatsApp, and we'll be sure to improve them by tomorrow. By tomorrow. Okay, so very good. So continuing to this game, let's go back to the position they have right now. Okay. Wow, this is turning out to be a crazy, crazy game. No castling. Well, it's like maybe you see artificial castling where the white king eventually drops back to a1 or f1 and then walks down. But at the moment, this is a crazy position. Neither side has castled. You have the king on d2. Wow. Okay, but I feel like White has a better position here. White has a better position, and I don't understand why Black is getting so low on time. Oh my God, it's a 2400 to 2200. This is quite interesting. Perhaps he's just a deep, deep, deep player, and he's taking his time. I mean, you would certainly prefer this than the first round where someone lost and then still had over 9 minutes on his clock, close to 10 minutes, close to the start time on his clock. It is better to take your time and play very good sound moves than to play fast and lose as fast. Okay, very good. We finally have a move. He has 4 minutes 26 seconds on the clock. But let's not forget that we have increment in this time format. They are playing 10 plus 5 in the chess groups championship in Nigeria. Okay, so here we are here to see the best of the best. We want to know those who are the reigning kings, reigning chess group kings in Nigeria. So in the blitz, whoa, is that a good move? Okay, okay. So as a3 to defend that and then finally move the king away at some point. But I feel like that is such a strange move to make because of the possibility of the pin. Maybe it is not so bad. Maybe it is not so bad, but then it doubles. If he picks the knight, which I see no reason why I won't, it would be doubling. Um, oh, okay. Well, maybe in this case, doubling the pawn on b file would not be so good for black either, because it's not like the pawn on a file would have any way to really go past. Okay, so far so good. Yes, would not have any way to go past, and the bishop on c8 would be stuck defending the pass pawn on a6. So right now, by not picking that, I feel like maybe it may do. I feel like it is justifying the suggestion earlier that perhaps Promise X who is playing black, is a really deep thinker and is taking his time with the moves, not because he's a slow player, but because he has to adequately consider all the moves and see the best moves to play. Oh, I was going to mention the name of our classical music. This is by Mozart. So I don't know which. Okay, this symphony number one. This symphony number one. Yes, symphony number one is quite amazing. It is in E flat major. So in case you enjoy this, yeah, you can keep on playing it, but always tell your people where you heard it first. You heard it from Brave Dave in the Chess Groups Championship. Yes, don't forget about that. Yes, we are quite proud of our work, aren't we? Okay, so okay, very good. So White has successfully moved the king out of the way. Wow. Okay. So the pawns are doubled. Wow. Okay. I'm having a hard time calling, seeing who is much better in this position. If somehow they exchange rooks. Okay. Oh, he's trying to. Ah. Okay. But trying to. I feel like he's giving too much priority at this point to well, okay. There's also the. I feel like it's giving too much. Okay, personal opinion from 1800 or 1700, however you say it. So I feel like it's giving much too much priority to ensuring it does not have doubled points. Because even if you eventually at some point push b3, which is not to be any longer. If you have at some point push b3, it would be hard for the white bishop to eventually get to it, except maybe the knight can somehow reroute and come to it. So it might actually be a long-term weakness. So it might actually be really good that he's taking care of that now and has uh, a decent pawn structure. A decent pawn structure. So white to play. Okay, goes for the knight. Let's see. The knight does not have too many promising squares. Oh my god, the knight only has okay, the knight only has f6 as a good square to also attack the bishop because if the knight goes to b8, you can expect instantly that white is going to play bishop a7, which is going to trap that knight because the only two squares available for the knight would be d7, which the bishop would pick it, or moving to c6, where the pawn would also pick it. So at this point, it is quite interesting. Promisx so let's see what he can pull up in this position. Well, I feel like in a 10 plus 5, you still have, I mean, the people play entire games on 3 plus 0, and I'm sure that some of these superstars that are representing their groups are quite used to those time controls too. So, I mean, navigating 2, 3 minutes. Well, okay, pick the pawn. This is getting a little more interesting for me. I mean, what do you do? Okay, surely you pick back. Oh, okay, okay. Then, I feel like, wow, okay. If he picks, which he must, with the bishop clearly, they now, whoa, okay. What a way to break through that point. I mean, he has to pick. If he does not pick, you risk getting c5, c6, and then, I mean, you just crumble. Wow, I feel like okay in this position. I must say that white is, in my opinion, clearly better. Okay, don't worry. By tomorrow, we're going to have some other co-commentators joining me. It might be the main man himself, Wild Nature, joining me with some expert insights. So tomorrow we're going to be considering some of these positions together, even while we stream directly to you. So when we consider these positions, would be able to give our takes on them and compare these things. Okay, so it picks. So I would say that white as clearly clearly as the better position for now, but then that might change once black can play g6 and then push f. Okay, when he plays g6 and then sends off this bishop on on the bishop on g4. So I feel like he might do it by going through the f. But if he goes through f right now, that would be a serious mistake because the king on c4 is protecting the pawn on d5. So he's just going to lose a pawn. He's going to go a pawn down. So I think that he's going to pause before making the move. Also, the king is rerouting, and if somehow this is okay. I'm getting a little confused with this. For example, let's say that the king reroutes itself to he gets to d6 and wants to pick on d5, wants to pick the pawn on d5, and somehow the pawn is defended by f6. The pawn is defended by okay. The king simply comes forward. Whoa. Okay. Okay. This position is getting really crazy. Ho 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 ho. Yes, 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 yes. Because once he picks that and he picks the A6 pawn, oh my god. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Okay, he wants to. Okay, 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 very good. Okay, okay. Yeah, my shock is crazy there. He actually wants to go with the D pawn and promote it. I was for a second I was thinking he was going to pick off the A pawn. Yes, and black has resigned, so we know that it is 2-0 for Random Chess Group. They are beating Knight Community. This is quite amazing. I can't believe this. Okay, I know that Attack Loaded is supposed to play but two for Random Chess Group. I think he's playing Kere Shady. Okay, I can see from here with just 9 blitz games, I can see that is yet to play any is yet to play. Oh, whoa, the stream stopped. Oh my god. Oh my god. The stream stopped. Wow, I did not know that when you click something else, the link just stops. Wow, I'm really hoping that this just happened and it has not been the order of the day like since. Okay, I'm going to have to end the broadcast at this point because I can see that Attack Loaded is yet to play his game against Kere Shady. Then finally, David is on the final board. So today, I suppose we were only able to cover Random Chess Group versus Night Community, but for other days, we'll be able to do better. Oh, okay. He played one rapid game. Oh wow. White won here. So he lost in 40 moves. Oh, black timeout. How is that possible? Okay, yes, I know that of course you can time out in a 10 plus 5 game, but I'm trying to see as at move 13, black had their slight advantage and still had 10 minutes on the clock. So what happened exactly to give this game to White had the advantage here. Whoa, what's this? What's this? Why didn't he pick first? No, no. Wow, I can't believe that happened. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did this happen? My God. How did this happen? Wow, this was like poor. This is wow, this is terrible. Okay, he had 10:02 here. Yes, yes. See how that advantage just double up and then he Late rook to c3. He sacrificed the rook. Yes, but he did not sacrifice the rook rightly here because this is not a levy kind of sacrifice. This is total blunder of a winning position kind of sacrifice because when the queen picks the rook on c3, by the time you pick back with the pawn, you have your queen and gain. You have your queen and gain. So which means that white gains a rook and a queen, and you only get a pawn and a queen. And that is quite devastating at this level. That is quite devastating at this level. But of course, these things they happen if it was possible to accurately calculate everything. They'll probably be GMs. So let's not be too hard on them when they make mistakes such as this. Okay. I mean, you should really have seen that coming. Should have moved that bishop long before then. Okay. Okay. So how did it time out? Oh, okay. Oh, he was playing here. Um, well, basically, oh, after losing I think he went into I don't think I'll call it a deep think. I'll call it maybe a painful think after losing the queen. Yes, it took close to 7 minutes for making his next move. And yes, we can understand the pain he was feeling that he somehow let his team down somehow with that move that he overlooked. But it's quite good because it's just day one of the tournament. Also, two of his team members already won in the game against the Knights community. So you can be certain that unless the last game, maybe the final game. If the final game ends in a draw, for example, then it is a point each for both teams, both groups, because that is 2-2. However, if that ends in a draw or somehow the game does not happen, I know that random chess community play has been available since. I don't know. There is also the possibility that they did not send a link in time. So we're going to see exactly what the arbiter in Wild Nature is going to decide, and then we'll see what happens. But this is the end of the broadcast for today, and I thank you so much for watching and streaming with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Tomorrow, this is going to be way better. Thank you, and good night.